What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tania Bright. I am a student astrologer, a mystic, and a tarot reader. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing your April 2020 predictions. The tarot readings are timeless though. Whenever you stumble upon them is when you're supposed to receive this message. So don't feel discouraged if it's not April anymore. I am going to be doing things a little bit differently. I do want to incorporate some astrology into these month ahead readings. So we are going to be talking about your sun sign and where that's transiting your chart. I also quickly kind of want to talk about Saturn being in Aquarius right now because I feel like it's very relevant since we have this pandemic going on. Saturn is a very innovative energy. It's all about the collective. It's all about bringing forth new ideas. It's a rebellious sign too, so usually it's about changing things for the better. And then we have Saturn, its home sign, which is about law, structure, boundaries, and resetting the status quo. Also really challenging our philosophy and our values as a collective and how we are attached, I guess, to like material things. For a lot of us, our material lifestyle changed since a lot of us are out of work right now or, might not be covered by our jobs. A lot of us are also forced to be at home with our families right now. We aren't able to go out due to quarantine. So there's a lot of change going on socially, and I feel like we're really lucky to have Aquarius in its home sign of Saturn right now because it's an energy that really brings forth new ideas after a point of destruction. It really is an energy that brings up the collective. Quarantine right now is really forcing a new social culture, and it's also kind of making us face a lot of, I don't want to say problems, but a lot of issues that we might have ignored in the home life. It's really forcing a lot of introspection right now since a lot of us are, we have a lot more time on our hands. We're spending a lot more time in isolation. So it's forcing this level of introspection. So a lot of us are able to really dive deep within ourselves and ask us, am I in the right place right now? Am I doing what am I doing something that truly fulfills me on a soul level? Aquarius is a very emotionally detached sign, so I feel like a lot of us too are having hard times sort of connecting with people on that level. But with all of this energy being accompanied by the double one, so rat year and Aries season, there's a lot of newness here as well. So I feel like this combination of energies is really kind of putting us in a place to find what's meant for us, to find what truly feeds our soul. It's bringing in a lot of new hobbies for people, a lot of new ideas, a new approach to social cultures, social structures, and whatnot. It's a lot of uncharted territory. I almost feel like the universe threw us this curved ball so we can sort of restructure our lives. Does that make sense? Even the government itself, I feel like, is restructuring. And a lot of astrologers predicted this back when Saturn was actually in Capricorn. They were saying social structures would fall and that we would have a new way of life. So I really want to just remind you guys to be brave and fearless during this time of adversity and really try to find the bright side of things. I know that's difficult, but there are always there's always a light to the darkness. There's always a bright side to things. So try to find the beauty within the chaos. Since a lot of us are so limited in terms of resources, is really going to teach us how to use the resources that we do have to its utmost value. And I think that's a lesson that we needed as a society. We have become super attached to having more and more and more that we sort of set it up for ourselves to never feel like we have enough. So really, as a society, we're forced to kind of face our attachments to our routines, to our goals, because a lot of that got, shaken up and maybe disrupted during this time. This is really sort of challenging our philosophy on material gains in specific and how we use that and what we do with that. So I feel like when we come out of quarantine, which a lot of astrologers are predicting might happen in May when Saturn dips back into Capricorn, I feel like we are going to sort of be tested here by the universe on what lessons did we learn during this pandemic. Are we going to step out of this pandemic as a society who, learned that we have to share, that we are only as strong as our weakest links, that everyone deserves health care, everyone deserves paid time off when they're sick, everyone deserves a roof over their heads. As a society, we should see this almost as like a reset period. Who are we when we come out of quarantine? It was really just brought to light how selfish we can be as a society when we were like clearing out all the shelves of like toilet paper and whatnot. I think it really showed us, like, as a society, what we would do in times of like chaos and adversity and scary times. And I feel like that's something to take note of, because if we were to continue that during like an apocalypse or whatever, we wouldn't survive. It would be a dog eat dog world. We would separate. We wouldn't know how to stand together. And I feel like that is a key lesson to learn here, is how can we stand together as a society. Also, with us being in Aries season, especially quarantine during Aries season, I feel like it's really important for us to figure out ways how to exert energy, because Aries is a very energetic sign, so I feel like a lot of us might have like our sleep patterns turned, like kind of like thrown off, or like we might even have a harder time falling asleep than usual. So I feel like this isn't a time to kind of like sit here and sulk in laziness and lethargicness. I feel like we have to find ways to exert this energy that Aries season is blessing us with. So hard work, work on your careers, work on your goals. This is a good time to exercise. This is a good time to try to eat right and do right by your body. All right, so that was my little spiel on this sort of pandemic, which I didn't want to ignore. Let's go ahead and get into these readings. So I calculated what house the sun is transiting for you based on your rising sign. So when I do talk about that, do watch it for your rising sign, but you're more than welcome to watch it for your moon, sun, and Mercury as well. What's up, Pisces? I know I'm in like a completely different outfit because it's a completely different day. Now I'm going to be talking about where the sun is transiting your birth chart. So Pisces, I did use your rising sign to calculate where the sun is transiting, but you're more than welcome to watch for your sun, moon, and Mercury as well. So the sun for you is transiting your second house to your third house. Let's go ahead and talk about what sun is in astrology first. So sun represents your outward personality, your ego, your career, your father, and wherever it sits on your birth chart or wherever it's transiting, it acts as like a flashlight and it really illuminates that house, which is why I think it's important to start talking about where the sun is transiting during these, monthly tarot readings, so you guys kind of know what's going on astrologically as well. Obviously there are a bunch of other aspects that can affect this, but I'm only going to be talking about the sun. So let's go ahead and cover what the second house and third house is. So the sun transits your second house for the majority of the month, and then on April 21st it will move into your third house. So the second house is the house of like assets, material gain, your resources, your values, and how your kind of like your attitude towards material possessions. And then your third house is like your mindset, communication style, both written and verbal, your siblings, your close distance like community, and like short distance travel. It also represents that as well. So Pisces, I feel like this is really a month for you with a lot of purposeful material gains and losses. This is a time for you to really restructure your life so that way it supports your goals, especially your career goals, anything that has to do with material gain. It's time to restructure that. This is pretty much a time for you guys to build that foundation. I feel like you guys have had countless and countless of tower moments, and now it's time to rebuild. Now it's time to figure out, how can I actually achieve my goals? It's time to plan, it's time to take action. Plant those seeds, Pisces, this is the time. And as we move towards the end of the month and we're dealing more with like community and communication style and whatnot with that third house theme, I feel like you guys are really going to prioritize finding a community of people that support your goals, and you guys are really going to get rid of ones that don't. I also feel like towards the end of the month you're going to be a lot more communicative of the goals you have been trying to set for yourself, and I feel like talking about it out loud with trusted people and will really kind of like help you guys keep yourselves accountable because you've already like told somebody, you know, what you're gonna do, so now you have to pull through. So I feel like that's a really, you know, good way to make sure things get done this month. Tell people, communicate with people, ask for help if you need help. This is also a time where you guys are going to learn how to use what you do have to its utmost value, okay? You guys aren't really taking things for granted this month. All right, Pisces, so that's it for the rundown on where the sun is transiting your birth chart. Let's go ahead and jump into your tarot reading. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your April 2020 tarot reading. Again, this reading is timeless, so whenever you see it is when you're supposed to come across it. We are going to be pulling 4 different cards for you today. We're going to be pulling Oracle, Moonology, Tarot cards, and Confirmation cards. Before I even get started though, Pisces, right off the bat, I want to relay some intuitive messages. I am picking up that you guys have had quite the wild, like, past couple months. Past couple months have been crazy. Lots of tower moments, lots of learning lessons, lots of dark times, lots of light times. I feel as though, Pisces, this is the month where you guys get steady. This is like the month where you guys start to figure out, you know, what do I need to do to have a consistent life, to have a consistent career. And I'm not just saying that because of the, you know, it's backed up with astrology, yes, but I also am just intuitively picking up that you guys sort of are serious this month. Like, you guys sort of like get a wake-up call, or you guys sort of get like snapped back into reality in a way. I feel like you guys, especially during retrograde, were very much in your head, very much in a very meditative state, whether that's a healthy one or bad one. A lot of you were in a meditative state for a while, sort of not really living in reality. And this is a month where reality is like, it's here, and you guys aren't mad about it. You guys are quite ready for it, if anything. So let's go ahead and see what oracle messages you guys are getting. Alright, oracle messages for Pisces. I really feel like this is the month too to plant your seeds. And if you did plant your seeds, like, this is the month of harvest for you. Let's see though. I'm curious as to what these oracle messages are, because they were like popping right out, and I find it interesting that they're all face down. Wow, except for that Choose Wisely card. Yep, this is a big month for you, Pisces. Intuitively, I am picking up that this is a really big month for you. I think this is a month where you guys really ground yourselves. All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh, throat chakra is here. No surprise, no surprise. Let's see what oracle messages we had for you, Pisces. My cousin and my brother are Pisces moon, so I'm very familiar with how the past couple months have been going on for you guys. All right, throat chakra is here. Fertility is here. Fulfillment of wishes. Choose wisely, Pisces. Accelerated motion. All right. There's a lot of really heavy energy here. Moving on. Prosperity begins. Crown chakra and wisdom. I find it so interesting how like all the earth signs have the same chakras, and all so far we're 2 for 2 on crown chakra with the water signs. But let's talk about this, Pisces. Whatever you have been manifesting comes into fruition this month with fulfillment of wishes and fertility. You really do birth that idea. For some of you, it might even be a literal child. I'm picking up that some of you have been trying to have a child. So I feel like that could happen this month possibly. But another thing I'm getting too is if some of you are manifesting something that might not be that positive, that's also going to happen this month. So be careful of your mindset and how you're thinking, how you're feeling. Make sure you're staying positive, self-fulfilling. You know, negative mind creates self-fulfilling prophecies. That's like a card of mine, and that immediately popped in my head. And I think that's why we have the Choose Wisely card here. Prosperity begins though, so whatever, seeds you've planted, this is the time to where you see your harvest, you see it grow, you see it happen, you see it come into fruition. I feel like with this fertility card too, a lot of you guys are going to have new ideas this month on how you can, you know, have a consistent, steady life. Wisdom as well with moving on. I feel like you guys finally understand why things went down the way it went down. I feel like that's a big theme for water signs this month is moving on from everything that happened maybe last year and earlier this year. Throat chakra, Pisces, you have to speak up. There is something that you guys are not voicing about, and it's the reason why you haven't been able to move on is because you haven't been able to voice about it or talk about it or get closure on it. So if you know, want to move on, Pisces, this is a month to address that situation, okay? Accelerated motion, I feel like once you guys do sort of like lay things to rest, things really pick up for you quite quickly. But let's go back to this choose wisely card here because it's quite haunting. I feel like this is like not an easy choice. Whatever this choose wisely card is, it's not an easy choice. But I feel like you're being guided to the right one because we have these gold birds and this finger sort of pointing to the light, and this person is facing the light. So I feel like you guys are being guided to the right, you know, choice, but at the end of the day, the choice is ultimately yours. All right, Pisces. Ooh, and that gives me a lot of chills. I don't know what situation that is pertaining to for you guys. I feel like it's a lot of different types of situations, but that gives me chills. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some Moonology cards for you, Pisces. All right. Moonology messages, for Pisces, that did not shuffle well. Moonology messages for Pisces, please, April 2020. What's going on? Moonology messages for Pisces, please. Boom. All right, let's see what's going on here. Moonology messages. First one we have is, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Don't let your past hold you back. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Step out of your comfort zone. We have North Node and South Node here. I would take a look at those placements in your birth chart and try to embody more of that North Node energy, whatever sign is, you know, characterizing that house. I have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. I feel like the third week of April is going to be a significant week, and we will see that in tarot if that's true. Then I have be bold and make the first move, cardinal energy. I feel like that has to do with that throat chakra. Where is it? Throat chakra. You guys have to be bold and, you know, make the first move. Speak up about whatever it is. All right, last card is have faith in your dreams. What a beautiful spread. Have faith in your dreams and show the world the real you. I really love that. I feel like you guys have not been the real you for a while. I feel like this is the month you get back in touch with the real you. All right, let's go ahead and see what tarot messages we have. All right, let's see. Tarot messages for Pisces. Tarot messages for Pisces. All right. First week of April for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury. First week of April for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury. What's going on? Ooh, okay. These guys fell on the floor. All right, so I forgot to mention, all of my cards are upright. So if any of them fall in reverse, that's just the way Spirit intended the message. Let's see what's going on. Second week of April. That was a lot, so we're going to put that back. We want them to fall out just a few at a time. Second week of April for Pisces. Here we go. Here's your second week right here. Look at how these guys are falling out. All right. Third week of April, Pisces. Ooh, Pisces. Remember how I said adjustments are required third quarter and the third week was going to be crazy? First of all, I think it's interesting that the third week are the only two cards that are upright as well. Jeez. All right. Fourth week. Fourth week of April for Pisces. Fourth week of April for Pisces. Fourth week of April for Pisces. All right. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. We'll see that's being written down by. Okay, let me get these all pretty and let's flip these cards over and see what is the tea here. All right, let's see what this first card is. The Fool in reverse with what? Empress in reverse. Okay, second week. Page of Wands with Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Beautiful. And then we have 6 of Cups with 5 of Cups. And then 10 of Pentacles with Page of Pentacles, just like Cancer. Okay. So let's start off with that first week. Pisces. We have the Fool in reverse and the Empress in reverse. And I feel like these guys are in reverse because for a while you guys haven't felt like yourselves, and for a while you guys haven't been giving yourselves the proper amount of tender love and care that you need. I feel like for a lot of you Pisces, you've been relying on other people to give you that care, and Spirit has been trying to tell you over and over again that no one else will satisfy that. You have to give yourself that care. You are the only person that can satisfy that. And until you do so, you kind of won't be able to embark on this new journey. Okay, because this new journey requires you to be your own best friend. This new journey requires you to have your own back harder than anyone else. This new journey requires you guys to be confident in yourselves and to take care of yourself. So eating right, no more, substance abuse, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, exercising. I feel like this new chapter really requires you guys to have it together, okay? Page of Wands with Ace of Pentacles the second week. I feel like you guys are going to have the opportunity to do that. You guys are going to have the opportunity to really renovate your life, and that's like what was, and it makes a lot of sense with the first 4 cards, astrologically it's backed up, that this is the time to ground yourself. And what's Page of Wands? It's one of the most grounding cards in my opinion because it's like stick in the mud. That's what it reminds me of, having your stick in the mud, really getting it together. And I feel like second week is when you guys snap out of that meditative state and get back onto this earth, you guys get back into like the earth realm and really grind. You guys really get it together. You guys really understand hey, you know what, you're right, T. I have to be my own best friend. I have to take care of myself. No more BS, no more excuses, no more victim card, no more anything. It is just, it's me against everybody, and I am going to make it happen for me. So that's the second week. Third week, you guys address whatever it is that you need to move on from, whatever it is this throat chakra card is here for, and this moving on card is here. You guys finally address that. Adjustments are required. Third quarter. Be bold and make the first move. Releasing that negativity. Don't let your past hold you back. Third week is when you take care of that situation, because we have 5 of Cups, which is looking over or looking at what has spilled, having remorse over a situation still. And then we have 6 of Cups here, which tells me this is old news. Perhaps it's having to deal with someone from the past, someone who's not here anymore, or having to deal with someone from your childhood, or having to deal with a childhood trauma even. Third week is a time to address that wound. You can't carry it with you on this new journey. It's not baggage that, you can carry, you can't afford to carry. Okay. And then the last quarter, we have Page of Pentacles with 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is when you guys really start to get any necessary education or equipment or knowledge needed in order to further your career and build something that lasts as long for you. You guys are working on, you've had your tower moments, and now you guys are working on rebuilding that foundation. All right, fourth week is when we rebuild that foundation and we get any necessary education, jobs, equipment, tools, whatever you need to build that tower back up, you guys will get the fourth week. All right, super interesting. Let's just get some clarity on this third week. Let's just see what cards want to come out for the third week. All right. Should I give it another pass? I don't want to give it another pass. Wow, Temperance is here. Temperance is here. So as you do go about addressing this wound, Pisces, make sure that your emotions are in check. Make sure your mentality is strong. Let's see what else we have here. 10 of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely needed for fulfillment. This is a moment of fulfillment. Whatever this is going on, whatever this past situation is that you need to lay to rest, Pisces, it's needed for fulfillment. And then Temperance is here. So again, making sure that we allow our emotions to be felt, to be seen, but not to control us, and not to, you know, run on them solely on emotions. Have some mental strength while addressing this wound as well. All right, come from a place of strength. All right, let's go ahead and get some confirmation cards. I feel like, Pisces, this is the pivot point for you guys. I feel like you guys have been going through it, and this is the month where y'all put your foot down and you're like, nope, I'm done with any BS. I am going to make the life I want. I love it, Pisces. This is such a month of strength for you. A month of strength. You guys are facing whatever is holding you back, whatever that T is the third week. You guys are, you know, making plans, making moves, really, really just getting it together this month. And I love it for you guys. You guys are not playing around. Look at that. Strength is here. What did I just say? Have strength. Have strength. You guys are going to be quite strong this month, I feel. You guys are not going to be like in a victim mindset. Solutions is here. I love it. You guys are not going to be in a victim mindset. You guys are going to be in the mindset of like, how can I fix it? What can I do about it? How can I move on? Like, really just ready to rock and roll. I love it. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for all the water signs. Such a beautiful month for all the water signs. All right, let's see what your confirmation cards have to say. I want to flip them all over. I don't know why I want to be doing that with the Archangel cards for whatever reason. It's because I like don't want to be reading them. You know, I want it to be a surprise. 10 of Gabriel, it says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. All right. So not working too crazy and not trying to please everybody, Pisces. Please yourself and work for yourself. Strength is here, so strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Then I have 2 of Gabriel. It says, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So really finding, you know, those people that work as hard as you and want the same things as you so they can push you forward. Page of Raphael, so it says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. I have Knight of Michael, it says time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes, that Temperance card. I have solutions here, so success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. You guys are really going to lay whatever needs to be, you know, laid to rest. Like, you will do that. You guys are really going to find solutions to all your problems this month. And I love that for you. Then I have Queen of Michael. It says, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for career rather than relationships, which I feel like is true, Pisces. Really focus on career because you have that 10 of Pentacles card, so it's really a good time for you to build for the long run right now. And then I have 7 of Raphael. It says time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. Detox all of that negative energy, Pisces. Release. Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release all that. And then lastly, we have 4 of Michael. It says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. So do, you know, use that meditative state that you guys have been in. Use it to your advantage now. All right, use it to your advantage now. Use it to receive spiritual messages and guidance because you guys are quite intuitive in that sense. You guys rule 12th house of like the you know, house of spirituality, house of the other realm. So you guys are good at receiving intuitive messages. And yeah, that's it for your reading, Pisces. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Comment down below if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, and if this resonated with you. I'm so excited to see how this month plays out. What a beautiful, transformative, grounding month for you, Pisces. And yeah, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Subscribe to my channel for more readings, and I will see you in my next video.